Hello and welcome to BQ Prime. A very good morning to all the viewers. I am Hiral Dadia. Clearly, if you see in terms of markets, the series has started on a weak note as we speak, and we did inch towards in fact, went below the 19,600 mark already in intraday trade, and that's where we are hovering at. Clearly, if you go to see in terms of Bank Nifty as well, that's underperforming the benchmark indices in trade, and we're seeing cuts of around 0.5% coming in there. Vivek Karwa joins us to give us more details in terms of individual stock movers in today's session. Vivek, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Hiral.
Vivek, let's start with few of the names that have been in the news over the last couple of trading sessions. M&M. Yesterday's session, we did see some major profit booking that did come in terms of M&M, and it seems that the street was not really happy with the stakes purchase that they have done with regards to RBL Bank. And they have indicated that there is a possibility they would go increase it as well further, and maximum they could buy is around 9.99% stake. Now, taking all the RBI modalities into consideration as well as the capital allocation policy of M&M, what's your view on the counter?
Say, Hiral, what is happening is the reaction yesterday was say, over exuberance, I should say, because it may not be that big a negative reaction. Why? First of all these business houses, be it Reliance, M&M, Birlas, everybody tried for getting RBI licenses for the banking, that is banking license, but they were not able to get at that point of time. So indirectly, now what they're trying is have stakes in smaller banks. So now just for a moment, compare it. The market cap of RBL is approximately 14,000 crores. Okay. So in that, even if you take 10%, it is 1,300 crores of investment, which might go if they increase it to 10%. The market cap of Mahindra and Mahindra is almost 1,88,000 crores. So you just see the numbers. It's not that worrisome or anything. Even if the investment goes bad, which is not likely to go bad. In fact, the bank is good. So the market overreacted, and I think today it is again back to form. So that's the thing. So sometimes what happens is we don't know what is going to happen, and we overreact. But I think M&M should be a hold even now.
Right. So that's with regards to where M&M goes. Moving on, another stock that is in the news now is talking about Axis Bank, right? A lot of brokerage houses have gone ahead and increased the target price on the counter, and this is mainly on the back of the earnings, the way they have panned out. Clearly, if you go to see, if you have to look at the overall highlights as well, the profits have doubled on higher volumes. Volumes have grown around 23%. The raw material cost has reduced as well, and the EBITDA per ton that has increased by 47%. Firstly, your take on the numbers with regards to ACC.
You say Axis Bank or ACC?
ACC.
Okay, okay. I think, see, ACC, what is happening is numbers are good, first of all. Let us be very, very clear on that. But at these valuations, after the run-up in cement counters, and ACC has done really well, I find that the valuation at this point of time, approximately 74, 75 PE, looks quite stretched. Now, longer term, cement might do well, will do well, and the financial performance of AC is actually improving. So I'm happy with the numbers. So that makes the stock, limited downside, but the upside also looks like limited as of now. So we'll have to again wait for 1 or 2 quarters for it to really perform. So cement overall, I think overall the pack itself, whole of the sector looks quite richly valued right now. So if you have it, I think you should be booking profit because the news is already out and you know the numbers.
Right. Moving on, Cipla reported some spectacular numbers in yesterday's session. The stock hit up a circuit, 10% up move is what we saw. What would you advise investors to do with the Cipla?
So pharma, in fact, I don't know, did we speak on your show or not, but last 6-7 months, we have been recommending pharma. And in fact, a lot of money went even in pharma funds from our company. So, and overall, if you see, we are making anywhere between 25 and 30% in pharma sector as such. Even now, I'm bullish. In fact, I am bullish overall on the health sector. So, be it hospitals and be it both the spaces. So, Cipla, even at this valuations, looks quite cheap to me. In fact, the P is around 29 of it. And if you compare it with some other peers, it still looks cheap. So, I'll not be surprised even if it goes to, say, 1,250, 1,300. Uh, so, you should be long in pharma and healthcare. So if somebody doesn't know what to buy in this sector, I think at least pharma mutual funds or healthcare mutual funds will really do well because you will get whole gamut of hospitals and pharma stocks in that. So at least do that if you don't know which individual stock to buy. So Cipla would be a buy from.
Right, the supply is a buy. What about Lupin, Dr. Reddy's, and IPCA?
So it's like, say, I'm going to paint everything with the same brush. So overall, being bullish on pharma. In fact, Dr. Reddy's looks quite cheap compared to all other stocks. So you should be long in all this.
Right.
I think what you should do is you should allocate your capital, say 25 rupees each, and make it to 100 rupees, whatever is your pharma sector fund. So divide by 4 and invest in these 4 companies. You might, from now, this place also, you might make easily 15-20% returns over next 1 year. So that much bullish I'm on pharma. And to be, say, fair and give you a disclosure, my highest weightage, my personal investment highest is in pharma.
Right. Moving on, you have a BEL which actually reported numbers. What's your view on a Bharat Electronics?
See, BEL valuation wise, I find it costly because defense as a space, see, defense and railways going forward should do well. BEL numbers were good. Almost they are on the capital, they are earning like 19-20% return on capital, which is excellent. Company has no debt, so that also makes it excellent. So it is a buy on every dip. So it might not dip big because the results were good as far as I'm concerned, and hence you should slowly be accumulating it. I'll not be surprised if it suddenly goes to 150 also. But for the short term, all these different stocks actually are costly because they have run up a lot. So if market dips, say 5-7%, you will get all the stocks at least 10% lower. So that would be a great opportunity to enter. So BEL, one of the best picks in defense, I should take it like that. So at 93-94,000 crores market cap, it would be a buy.
Right, so that's with regards to where BEL goes. Moving on, Indian Hotels has reported numbers, and overall, if you see, they're talking of an acquisition as well. The hotel space has been buzzing with the kind of occupancy rates that they have been getting, as well as the kind of tariffs that they have been commanding. From here on, if you have to look at the demand supply situation, how would you rate Indian Hotels number one, and what would your top picks be in the hotel space?
So Indian Hotel will be the topic. And in fact, when I came for your BQ Prime event in Mumbai, for the same hotel, what I used to pay earlier, I paid double. So, so that's the kind of situation today. So wherever you go, and I find that the tariffs have almost, say, at least 1.5 times, 150% to 200% they have doubled. And hotel sector as such, earlier we were speaking about revenge traveling, but now what I find is as the income levels of people increase, people are moving away from more of socializing to having experiences. So that is the trend which I am seeing. I'm literally, whomever I talk is traveling somewhere or other. So I think hotel space should do well from here. Valuation wise, yes, definitely most of the stocks have run up a lot. So that's for sure. I will be happy to buy on tips, not at this level. So Indian hotels also would be a great pick if I get it on tips. And overall, smaller hotels I would not prefer. Even if I had to buy, I would prefer Lemon Tree, not any other hotel, because that hotel looks like it's actually expanding their network very well. And even at small cities and small places, you can today state find Lemon Tree, and almost every day. I should not say every day, but every month, at least 1 or 2 agreements are being signed by the hotel group for running or operating their some property or other of hotel. So Lemon Tree would be a great pick longer term, and Indian hotels both, but both on tips.
Right. So that's with regards to where hotels go. RVNL is another one that everyone is watching out for. Railway stocks have been in focus as well. What's your view?
So it has seen some correction because last time also we were speaking that railway stocks have run up a lot and should see small correction and then again move up. So what is happening in railways is massive right now, and I think this would continue for at least few more years to go. And most of these companies, I don't remember exact order book of RVNL, but yes, most of these companies are really filled up with orders and all government orders which would take place. So only risk is the elections which are going to be say conducted in May, June, not May, June. In fact, April and May, and May will be having the results. So before that, we might see some kind of volatility on this stocks based on which government comes back. So if it is going to be same prime minister, same government, I think these stocks are really going to again after that period. So we might see a lull period for next 6, 7, 8 months. That is possible. But after that, if same government repeats, I think these stocks should really do well because the continuity is so important in this projects. We just saw live example in Karnataka, wherein all the projects were put on hold the moment government stopped. Government changed. So that shouldn't happen. So apart from that, I don't see any other risk.
Right. So that's with regards to where a few of the names go. Apart from this, Sona Comstar has reported numbers. Vivek, what's your view on the counter?
Superb numbers, in fact.
Hmm.
And if you look at the brokerage house reports, I was just before the show saying all the reports of various brokerage houses. Everybody seems so confused. Okay, what is going to happen in this stock? So, stock actually had corrected a lot and now has started moving. But after this run up, I feel it is little stretched. But if the numbers continue like this for one more quarter, I think the valuations will automatically become cheap. So I think you should hold it right now. 572 looks cheap, uh, not on current date, but considering the numbers for future, they really look cheap today. And particularly because the sales itself is like 36 percentage of what we saw. So that's great numbers. Should hold it. And if similar results continue, 650 also will not be far away.
Right. So that's with regards to Soma Comstar. Thank you, Vivek, so much for taking us through, the movers and shakers in trade. And clearly, there is a lot of stock-specific action that we have been witnessing, though the markets have been quite somber. That's all that we have on this session. Thanks for watching, and lots more lined up on the other side. Please stay tuned to BQ Prime.